It is a cold autumn day and the wind is blowing harder than we want, and a constant drizzle makes fishing far from comfortable. But the bait fish are gathering in and around their winter locations, and we hope to find a monster pike that is actively feeding to get in shape for the coming winter. Our tactics for today is casting big baits with the new Whitefish Shad and the 32cm Roach using the new SG6 Alpha rods. And wow, we got rewarded big time.
Fucking hell. Zo, ja.
Jongen, niet normaal. Oh, we got what you came for, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna need the net on that one.
Oh, dude. Oh. Zo.
Nice. Look at that bucket.
Insane.
The magic 32cm Roach. Really love this brim color. I think it's called the horny brim, but as you can see, it's ready to spawn.
That's why it's horny.
Yeah, it's super horny, and the pike are horny for it as well. So, all right.
Amazing fish, buddy.
Oh, I'm so happy with this one. We'll get some measurements first, then we weigh her a bit. 1 meter and 22.
Yeah. Nice. Sean, monster bite with a reason. Oh. Insane.
This is a nice fish. 32cm brim is nothing for a fish like this. And she's really heavy too, so let's get some weight on her as well. Let's release the beast. Perfect release, man. I'm absolutely in love with this bait. I remember that I got the first prototypes of the moderate sinks from Matt's and started fishing them and completely wrecked. We only had 2 of them in the blue Roach color. We now got a rod in our selection that can handle these baits. Casting big baits is really a savage thing to do. And yeah, 600 gram casting weight, it might sound much for some people. Already got some DMs like 600 grams, is that not a bit of overkill? Definitely not. If you want to cast these big baits, and I mean the 32cm Roach, but also the bigger baits in our collection, perfect. So in winter time, when you want to grind it really, really slow, and you need something with a curly tail, try a 50cm burbot with the new SG6. 600 gram monster bait.
Nou, eerst die aankant, zo hè.
Ja.
Zo! Wat vet! That was a pretty insane bite. Let's see what we got. It's not a big fish, especially if you compare this one to the one that Sean caught before, but really happy with it. Fishing on the shallows with the brand new Whitefish Shad. This one's 23 centimeters, so a very decent size for fishing on the shallows. And this one literally nailed it, like there was no tomorrow. We have to bite on camera, and this was just mental.
This time of the year you often search a lot where you need to find the fish. 2 good indicators are either remaining grass on the shallows or find the bait fish that are close to the shallows. So we are at a new spot. We had some takes on the shallows, but so far only smaller fish, so we're aiming to find those big fish. And we found a couple spots where we found some brim, and I think that's key during autumn, is to find the spots where you can find brim, and you don't have to search them that deep. They're like between 5 and 7 meters now, so I'm gonna cast around with big baits and see if we can find a big fish. We are spot locking at the moment because you can't drift with this wind. The wind is gonna increase even more and more over the day, so we're aiming to fish in the morning and early midday, but in the afternoon it's gonna be pretty gnarly, so we'll see what we can get during this not so easy conditions. shares your pain.
This really hurts, guys. Like, literally really far out, just waiting for a couple of seconds. I was literally talking to Sean, saying something about the rod, and then 1-2 seconds, boom! No hookup, but I think this fish was pretty big, looking at the marks. Like, oh, that was a big fish, guys. Like, really big. Oh, that's painful. That's
Looks
painful,
like
buddy.
someone carved it up with a knife. Just.
So as you can see, I changed to the 27 centimeter whitefish shad, largest size that we have, and as you can see, this one has been beaten up pretty bad. It's not the first fish that we had on this one, but damn, I really wanted to get that one. So probably she didn't feel the hooks, so let's check if she's still there. Insane strike on the whitefish shad. That's a big fish. Yep. Nice. Look at that whitefish. It just, oh man, it's gonna jump. Bam! Oh yes. That's a meter plus. Look at the whitefish shad, man. It's just nailed it. As you can see in the bend of the rod, like this is a perfect moment to just show the bend of the rod. Tip is relatively soft, and that's exactly what we need because we want to have a really strong backbone, but still that slightly softer tip to really cast those baits quite far. Oh, look at that fish, man. That's so cool. Oh. Boom. I think we have tank number 2 over here right now. Yeah, buddy. Boom. Back she goes. What a beautiful fish. Boom. So this little baby did the job for that big fish, the 23 centimeter whitefish shad. Good thing about these whitefish shads is for the guys that don't know really how to rig them, we especially made special rigs for those whitefish shads in all different sizes. Very easy to use and a special rig system. So just buy the rig, buy the bait, rig them up and catch some really big fish with it. Love it.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Some hammered by these big pike, but yeah. They sink their teeth in quite gnarly and quite extensively. But luckily we got the rods now to do some casting with these as well.
So really get the big fish because yeah, this is brand new for us, right? Getting some really heavy duty pike rods. And of course we had them before, but not up to casting weights, up to 600 grams. And we of course had those big baits for a long time right now. And right now we finally have those really heavy big bait rods.
Casting has always been a bit of a niche, so to speak, casting those big baits, but you do see that it's getting more and more popular now. Casting big baits, I mean, back in the day, casting a 20 centimeter bait was big. And now today we're casting with 32 centimeter roaches, and I even see some people casting the 40 centimeter trout, which is completely mental.
I was literally telling you, like I was fishing with the 27 centimeter whitefish shad and he was casting with 32 centimeter roach, and I was like, it feels small for me.
For me as well, like when I switch from casting big baits and then I move towards the shallows and put on like a deviator swim, it's so weird, so weird. Yeah. You need to transition back into normal fishing, but yeah, I mean, the new SG6 has been a blessing to cast with these big baits. I mean, for the 25 centimeter pole tail, I've been using the Monster 250, great rods, because, you know, in the end, no matter how well you design a rod, I do think that's when you go really, really heavy, you do have to compensate a little with, you know, how fun it is to fight the fish. Yeah. But then again, that giant this morning was still a really intense fight. Yeah, I've been catching a lot of big fish on the 600 gram version. Yes, an 80 centimeter pike, it's not really fun to fight it, but you use this rod to target those really big fish, and this one really does the work. Yeah. This one does the job perfectly. So yeah, glad with it. But it's not only for casting, because you can also use it really well for trolling. I've been looking for a rod that is really suitable to put in the rod holder as well. And one thing that has been frustrating for me over the years is when you do trolling and you have a big 40 centimeter trout in the rod holder,
You want to have a rod with a really, really tough backbone. And it's really hard to find a rod that can do that as well. So for me, this is a super versatile rod. I can do it for casting with those big baits. But at the same time, when I go trolling and I put a 40 centimeter trout in the rod holder,
you know you have enough backbone to set those hooks.
There's no excuses now anymore.
Exactly. And what we see a lot with those really heavy rods is usually the blanks are like super thick and also up to the tip, they're really heavy. However, those rods, especially the monster rods and the swim bait rods, they have a slightly softer tip, but then a massive backbone. And that's exactly what you want, because that softer tip makes sure that you can always have the right action for your bait. But then setting the hook, that's when you need the backbone. And that's how we designed this rod. So yeah. We had a lot of help and all your inputs. I think we right now have the perfect rod for casting those big baits, right?
We're happy with it, friend. In Sweden, we use the monster bait 250 a lot. For the pole tails, for the 25 centimeter roach is perfect. And also for trolling, we have pair of hands out. So I usually have, like in the Netherlands, you're allowed to troll with 3 rods on most lakes. So usually I have the 2 of the monster 250s up in the rod holders with the pair of hands on. And I have the 6 underground version in the rod holder. And then for casting, depending on what kind of type of bait you want to fish with, you either go for the really heavy one or you go for the 250 gram monster bait. Yes.
So as you know, like you're a really big fan of all these monster rods, and the monster rods are 2-piece. So we also have swim bait rods.
Yeah.
I think you haven't fished with them a lot, but
yet, no.
Personally, this is my favorite. It's a little bit shorter, 2.41 m, but this is a 1-piece or 1+1 piece model. That means that it has a split at the butt section. And especially fishing with jerkbaits on big lakes, I absolutely love this action. Big advantage of using a 1+1 piece design is that the blank is like very well bending all over, and there's no split in the middle. So you always have a perfect blank curve. And with a 2-piece design, of course, there's a split in the middle which slightly dampens the action. And with these ones also, there's no front handle. So we have a screw down reel seat on these ones, making it a little bit more comfortable when you're just holding your reel like this instead of holding it up to the front part, which usually the people in Sweden love to do. And of course, we have also designed special spin fishing models for pike. So all these Alpha SG6 rods are designed with casting weight from over 100+ grams, so they're really proper backbone and are made for pike fishing.
I know the Custom Predator was a really big strider.
Lovely.
I know the Custom Predator was a really popular rod with a lot of people, for us too. I've been fishing with the Custom Predators for, I think, 8 years now or something like that. And I still have a lot of them, like the 240 gram and the 170 gram was like perfect to fish big stock weights on Vanner. Super popular rod, and now that we have the SC6 out, and a lot of the characteristics, like it has a bit of the look and feel from the Custom Predator.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know a lot of people like seeing these rods back in the shop and being available again, because there are people actually messaging me if I could hook them up with some of the old Custom Predators. So really glad that they're out now,
yeah,
and that people can fish them.
So we are entering the final hours of the day. It's been a really productive day. I mean, not many takes, but the fish that we did get, like
really quality fish.
Yeah, quality fish. That's what we went for today. The wind has been playing okay. I mean, it wasn't easy, but definitely not super hard either. So
that's what we expected. So it was way better than we thought.
Yeah, I expected it to be a lot worse. So that's good. Next week you were telling me that the temperature will be like half of what it is today. So it's not going to be 23 degrees because you're still wearing your t-shirt.
It's insane. In October, fishing in a t-shirt.
But we're gonna hammer it for I think for another hour, and we're just gonna see if we can find another big fish to close up the day. And then we can prepare for the really cold months that are coming ahead. So
fishing a little bit more slow and getting even fatter pike. So
exactly.
All in for that.
All in for that. Let's make it count.
Yo! Oh, fuck!
No, it's on. Hey, hij is weer. Ik heb hem weer.
Het dook er weer op. Fuck!
Dude, what a take. I missed it. Like, It's not a giant, but what a hit. Woo!
That was the sickest slack bite ever. Like, the rock got whacked out of my hand on the good old polster, by the way.
Killing met tweede. Eén keer eetstrijken.
Zo. Oh. Ja, dat kan ik me wel voorstellen. Oei, oei, oei. Godverdomme.
Beautiful fish. Nice 80 plus. And this one took the whitefish shad motor oil. Epic. But I think we need to get the one that you lost because that seemed to be slightly bigger, didn't it?
Well, I'm a bit saturated with the big fish from this morning, but still, I feel bummed out about the fish I lost. But yeah, all right.
Nice. Let's.
Can I help you out, buddy?
If you want, yes, please.
There we go. Whew. Nice. Beam.
So as I explained before, I was fishing in a little bit deep water. That's why I changed to the 27 centimeter whitefish shad. Look at that beauty. So as you guys can see, sun is setting. I think we had an amazing day. Testing of the rods went extremely well, and I think it's always really unique to get a 120 plus in front of the lens and then also getting a 113. So yeah, I think we've got nothing to complain. So thanks for watching and see you next time.